Hi there and welcome to the ukestuff channel and welcome to this tutorial for Tacobot 3000. It's the third song in the It's Raining Taco series by Parry Gripp. And there was a request for this song to be made by some educators, so I wanted to make sure that I did that before the 2021 school year was out. So what we'll do in this video, first of all, is we'll look at the chords you need for GCEA, soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. Then we'll look at the chords you need for baritone, DGBE ukulele. And then we'll talk about strumming, which is going to be very, very basic for this song. And by the way, you can use the scroll bar below with the chapters to jump to any part of this video that matters to you. And those same chapters appear in the description below with a number of other things. If you like the chords that are used in this song, you can find the chord chart or tabs at ukestuff.info. Ukestuff is a collaborator with this site. And I'm going to try to remember to say this in my future videos. I always sort of forget because I know people know how to do YouTube, but if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I sure would appreciate it. All right, let's begin with the chords you need for GCEA soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. I'll be using this instrument today. This is a Mitchell MU40C concert ukulele. Picked it up off of eBay for $28.99 plus tax. All right, here are the chords you need. The first chord is the E minor chord. Then the G chord. Then the D chord. There are a number of ways to play the D chord. It's whatever works best for you. I always play the D chord by leaving my first finger at the top of the third string second fret and then putting my second finger over it onto the fourth string second fret and my third finger sort of underneath it on the second string third fret. It sort of makes a G7 chord shape in the space of one fret. Then we have the C chord, the B minor chord, which is a bar chord, and really there's no way around it. So if you haven't learned how to play bar chord, don't panic. It's not as hard as you think. What you want to do is take your first finger and pull against all four strings right above the second metal fret. And if you pull against the fretboard, you're holding your ukulele firmly with your right arm, or left arm if you're left-handed and playing left-handed. But if you're holding your ukulele firmly, you can pull against that fretboard and it will stay there. I'm not holding on with this hand. I'm not doing anything with my thumb. And if I strum now, I get most of the clear sound that I need of that bar chord. And that's just using force of that neck that wants to go the opposite way. Then I can just add my thumb to give myself a little bit of extra stability. Now, that's not the B minor chord yet. That's just actually the B minor 7 chord. If I want to play the B minor chord, what I have to do is reach over with my ring finger, so third finger, on the fourth string, fourth fret, and just with the tip of my ring finger, play again the fourth string, fourth fret while doing the bar chord. And that's the B minor chord. Now, it will take some practice, but it's not as hard as you think it is, and you do not have to clamp down super tight. You let that force of that headstock really make that chord easy for you. The next chord you need and final chord you need is the A chord. And I believe that A chord only happens once in the song. And those are the chords you need to play Tacobot 3000 on GCEA soprano, concert, or tenor ukuleles. Now let's take a look at the chords you need to play Tacobot 3000 on baritone DGBE ukulele. I'll be using this instrument. It is the Flight NUB 310 ukulele. It's Flight's entry-level baritone ukulele. However, as of early 2021 or mid-2021, this is still shipping with GCEA strings. So if you want to tune it like a baritone DGBE, you will have to buy baritone strings and restring it. I'm running Living Water fluorocarbon strings. Those are sold by Ken Middleton. You can look up Ken Middleton Living Water strings. They're all fluorocarbon, so there are no metal strings with my baritone, just my personal preference. All right, the first chord you need is the E minor chord. The second chord you need is the G chord. The third chord you need is the D chord. The fourth chord you need is the C chord. Then you need the B minor chord. And for this one, it's probably best to learn the movable shape and get used to it, because once you have this B minor shape, you can move it all the way up and down the neck and keep that same shape with your fingers. First finger goes on the first string, 2nd fret. Second finger goes on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Third finger goes on the 4th string, 4th fret, and the pinky goes on the 3rd string, 4th fret. And the final chord is the A chord. And those are the 6 chords you need to play Tacobot 3000 on the baritone DGBE ukulele. All right, now that we've talked about how to play the chords both on GCEA and baritone DGBE ukulele, let's talk about strumming, and we're going to keep it super simple for this song. We are just simply going to strum down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, all the way through. And if you have to change chords, you just change chords and you keep your right hand going. There's a lot of benefits to that, because going up and down all the time is really the core movement of all strumming. So if you're learning how to play the ukulele, perhaps it's your first time playing B minor on GCA ukulele, the cool part is being able to just let your right hand keep a steady beat, and then you focus on the chords up here. You don't have to think about what's going on there. Also, if you have a strum like the island strum, which is down, down, up, up, down, up, if you notice, you don't freeze on each one of those. You don't go down, down, up, down, up. You can't magically jump your hand from side to side, so you just skip the strings. Down, down, up, down, up. And that's how you get that. But it's all down, up, down, up, down, up at the core. Even if you have the quick chord changes like you'll see in the song, going from C, D to either G or C, D to E minor, you are still going to keep the down up going. So it'd be C, D, E minor, or C, D, G, either way. So let's just play really the first slide, which is E minor, G, D, E minor. And we'll just practice with going down, up, down, up. 1, 2, ready, go. How'd you do? Now, if you can put your right hand into cruise control mode and just let it go, then you can focus on the chords you need to make with the left hand, and the right hand just keeps strumming even if you're changing a chord. What happens if you're a second late? Nothing. The song isn't going to stop. It's a play along. What happens if you're a second early? Nothing. What happens if you play the chord wrong? Well, you just fix it and you go along with it. The play along won't stop playing, waiting for you to play that next same chord. It's not a smart music sort of app that is going to follow you. Nope, it's the other way around. You're following it. So just keep that right hand going. All right, let's do that sequence again of E minor, G, D, E minor. Now for fun, let's add the C and D in that progression, and we'll just keep cycling back to E minor, and we'll just do it like 3 or 4 times in a row so you can just get practice changing between the chords, even the fast ones, just keeping the down up. So the right hand just goes in automatic mode. By the way, please notice that almost all the action is in my wrist. I'm using my first finger right where the body meets the neck. The action is down to the floor at U, down to the floor at U, strumming through the strings into hitting the fretboard. So are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. Here's your D, then E minor, C, D, E minor. We're just gonna cycle this a few times. Here we go. C, D, E minor. D, E minor. C, D, E minor. One more time. Final one. C, D, E minor. All right. So that is the strumming pattern that I would use. Down, up, down, up, down, up. I know it sounds very basic, but that works really well with this song. Now, is it the only answer? The answer is no. You may hear something different. And if you do, it is absolutely okay for you to do that. Please remember, there is no specific strumming pattern for many of these play-alongs. There are occasional correct patterns. For example, when you have an ukulele-based song that was actually ukulele used on the recording. But most of the time, there was no ukulele. So as long as it fits the beat and it fits the style of the music, that strumming pattern is okay. You could play single down strums. You could do anything that you wanted to do as long as it sort of fit the style and you kept the beat going. I just add these tutorials because the number one request is, what's the strumming? Well, that's why I make these tutorials, not only to teach the chords, but really to answer that question of how to strum them. All right, that's all you need to know to be successful on Tacobot 3000. Make a point to check out It's Raining Tacos. There actually is a mistake in that video, but you can't go back and change them. One of the next chords isn't correct. I've noticed that when having my own students play. And it's Hailing Taquitos. Those are the other two songs that already exist as this tutorial is being made, and Tacobot 3000 adds the third. All right, thanks for joining me. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.